Hey everyone, I'm AJC. So as I was considering what to start this little video series off with, I came to the conclusion that embellishing on the idea of thematicism or just themes without making it sound too nerdy would be the best thing. So today we're going to be looking at the Star Wars theme, Beethoven's Fifth, and a personal favorite of mine, the Halo theme. And an addendum to that from Halo 4. Let's get into it.
So this is a little bit awkward, but truth be known, I'm not the best keyboard player. You'll have to tolerate hearing just the theme with no accompaniment. To all my fellow keyboard warriors out there, I'm truly sorry.
A couple of the main takeaways that I would have after listening to that would be the importance of relying on the fifth in terms of harmonic movement for greater emphasis with the theme itself, as well as utilizing octave ranges to better emphasize the emotional impact of the theme. Imagine how awkward it would sound if it stayed in the same octave. See, that's terrible. Now, imagine almost as bad if it resolved to the one at the very end of the phrase instead of holding out on that two. Or, yeah, it was a two, not a nine. I sometimes get twos and nines mixed up. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Sometimes taking a good theme and just cutting it down and seeing what doesn't work is actually really helpful for seeing what does work. And that leads us to Beethoven's Fifth. Such a compact, vibrant theme. It's nice. Now, what comes to mind as far as things that you could extrapolate and use in your own pieces for this specific song would be taking the rhythmic consistency of Beethoven's Fifth and finding a way to incorporate that in your own music. Notice how it stays, just at least for the most part, consistent across the board. Dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. It repeats over and over and over again throughout that section of the song. And it hits. It's dynamic. It's interesting. Imagine how weird it would sound if there was no rhythm and it was just the notes. I mean, the notes are pretty, but it still sounds pretty meh. And it starts off on the 5. It's in C minor, but it doesn't ever really seem to rest on the root. It's moving away from it, kind of building that tension by avoiding the root. It's not just like a 1-4-5 type, basic chord pattern. So that's another way that you can build tension and a certain level of suspense in your music is not resting on the one, not resting in that even, comfortable territory. I will admit, the Halo theme is one of my favorite themes. I think it's got such a nice sound. It brings back memories from my childhood, playing Halo with the boys. It was good times. And this song, it reminds me of those good times. As far as looking at it from a more technical and musical perspective, as boring as that is, I would say one of the key points is having melodic phrasing that's dynamic. Because it's not like Beethoven's Fifth in the sense of it being a consistent rhythmic pattern. Rather, it's changing, but it's keeping a flow, as abstract as that is to say. And it just sounds weird if you were to try to take the initial melodic rhythm of the intro and then apply it to that second phrase where it starts on the... Give it a listen. And finally, to wrap it up and place the emphasis once again on harmonies with fifths. Is that like a quintal harmony? Whatever it's called. Relying on the fifth. Here is 117 from the Halo 4 soundtrack. So this is a bit more derivative, admittedly. It's heavily reliant on going from the 1 to the 5, but then, I don't know, this might just be me, but I think it's cool how it does that. Like, going with that 2 to the minor third, like that's, I think that adds a certain level of richness, especially in that lower register. If that were to be played with like a cello, which I might do in post, I'm still playing with a piano sound right now, that would sound sick. Which is, I believe... No, they play it with a horn at the very start of 117 for the original track. But anyways, that's all I've got for this video. I thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully these tips that are extrapolated from really good themes by really good composers will be of some benefit to you. So, until the next video, bye.